Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will discuss about the histologically layers of the digestive tract. Histologically layers of digestive tract. If we see histologically, there are 4 layers of digestive tract. The first one layer is known as mucosa. Second one is known as submucosa. Third one is known as muscularis externa. Fourth one is known as serosa. In certain places, instead of serosa, adventitia is present. That's why we say that at some places serosa is present or adventitia is present. In certain places adventitia is present. Now, first of all, we will discuss about the mucosa. The first one layer is mucosa. Mucosa is the innermost coat of the digestive tract. It is the innermost coat of digestive tract. Innermost coat of digestive tract. If we see, mucosa is also divided into 3 layers. First one layer is epithelium. B is lamina propria. Third one, C, is muscularis mucosa. We will see, if we see these 3 layers dramatically, the first major layer is mucosa. Mucosa is subdivided into epithelium, lamina propria, and the muscularis externa. Now we will briefly and generally discuss about the epithelium, then lamina propria, and then muscularis externa. Now I will tell you about the epithelium. First one layer is mucosa layer. First one is mucosa. Its sublayer is epithelium. Epithelium lines the luminal surface of mucosa because it is the first layer of mucosa. Epithelium is the first layer of mucosa, epithelium lines the luminal surface of mucosa. Second feature is epithelium invaginates into the underlying connective tissues to form glands. Epithelium invaginates into the underlying connective tissue to form the glands. And next we see the second sublayer of the mucosa is lamina propria. Lamina propria is a layer of loose connective tissue. It is a layer of loose connective tissue present beneath the lining of epithelium. In the diagram, we have seen already that lamina propria is present beneath the lining of epithelium. Lamina propria is present beneath the lining of epithelium. Here, lamina propria also contains mucosal glands, blood vessels, lymphatic vessels, and the mucosal associated glands. Short form is MALT. Mucosal associated glands. And next is the blood vessels present in the lamina propria are majorly capillaries. Blood vessels are majorly capillaries. And these perform the function of absorption. These perform the function of absorption of the digested products. Because the digested products can easily diffuse into the capillaries and they move to their specific places. And if we see, mucosal associated glands consist of two type of tissues, which here write only short form. Mucosal associated glands consist of two types of tissues: diffuse tissue and the second one is lymphoid nodular tissues. Next, MALT, mucosal associated lymphoid tissues, act as a barrier against the ingested antigens that try to penetrate into the mucosal epithelium from the lumen of digestive tract. It means mucosal associated lymphoid tissues act as a barrier against the ingested antigens that try to penetrate into mucosal epithelium from the lumen of digestive tract. Its main mucosal associated lymphoid tissue provide protection against the antigens. And in the lamina propria, Peyer's patches are also present, which are formed from the aggregation of lymphatic nodules that forms small, roughly oval masses. In lamina propria, Peyer's patches are also present, which are formed by the aggregation of lymphatic nodules that forms small, roughly oval masses. These are known as Peyer's patches. And the third sublayer of the mucosa is muscularis mucosa. Muscularis mucosa. Muscularis mucosa, it forms the boundary between mucosa and submucosa. In another way, we can say that muscularis mucosa is present beneath the lamina propria, and here in the diagram we can see that muscularis externa forms the boundary between the mucosa and the submucosa. Okay, and muscularis mucosa is consists of thin layer of smooth muscles. Here, smooth muscles has two concentric layers. We can see which one of these two concentric layers. First one is inner layer, second one is outer layer. The smooth muscles of inner layer are circularly arranged, and the smooth muscles of the outer layer are longitudinally arranged. The major function of these two layers is the major function of these smooth muscle layers is the major function of these two layers is that it facilitate the digestion and absorption. How it works? The circular layer constricts the food material circularly, and the longitudinal layers constricts the food, the digestive tract longitudinally. In this way, food is digested and easily absorbed. Now we will discuss about the second layer of digestive tract. Second layer of digestive tract is submucosa. Submucosa is a layer. It's a layer of submucosa is a layer of dense. It is a layer of dense, irregular connective tissue that lies between the mucosa and muscularis externa. In the diagram, we can see that submucosa lies between the mucosa and the muscularis externa. We can see that submucosa contains large blood vessels. That send branches to the mucosa and muscularis externa. Submucosa contains large blood vessels that send branches to the mucosa and the muscularis externa, because submucosa is present between the mucosa and the muscularis externa. And next point is no glands are present in the submucosa, except in esophagus and duodenum. Next point is lymphatic submucosa also contains lymphatic vessels and nerve plexus. We will see that what is submucosal nerve plexus. What is submucosal nerve plexus? Submucosal nerve plexus. It is also known as Meissner plexus. Nerve plexus, it is a network of neurons and interconnecting unmyelinated nerve fibers present in the connective tissue of submucosa. What is submucosal nerve plexus? It is a network of neurons and interconnecting unmyelinated nerve fibers present in the connective tissue of submucosa. These nerve fibers innervate the muscularis externa, These nerve fibers innervate the muscularis mucosa and the intestinal glands. The glands present in the intestine. And next, the submucosal nerve plexus constitute a component of enteric nervous system. This submucosal nerve plexus constitute a component of enteric nervous system.